that there are benefits in Ramadan, but that's only if you actually apply yourself to actually go through the process of Ramadan, endure it and enjoy it. I'm actually enjoying Ramadan.
You want to be able to more or less cleanse and purify yourself, your body, soul and mind into the preparation of Ramadan.
Throughout the year you do a lot of things that's not necessarily right, and Ramadan gives you a chance to petition God, I should say, and to ask him for his mercy.
It kind of brings us all together when we're all kind of relying on each other to kind of stay strong. So it kind of brings us all together. I'm going through the studies, we're studying together, everything brings us together.
Minister Louis Farrakhan is bringing us together with the Muslim world, bringing us together in touch with our brothers and sisters, so that it's all one family, fasting during that time.
You go through all the food pangs, you go through all of the desires, when you get that thought in your mind, you see that drink, yeah, should I go and get that drink? But, your will's got to overcome it. So that's what I mean by it's a war. It's a personal war of attrition that you've got to overcome.
Every time I know every year it comes around, it's like there's a joy of happiness and preparation, because you want to be able to more or less cleanse and purify yourself, your body, soul and mind.
It's a chance really for us, or all of us, to get closer to Allah. I think a lot of the time I this is the first Ramadan that I've actually really gone for properly, tried to take away, not watch so much TV, and to be a bit more studious in terms of the teachings and whatnot. So it's really kind of showed me how much time there is in a day.
My first thought has not been, oh my God, I've got to get ready to go to work, or I've got to be here, or I've got to be there. My first thought has been thanking Allah for waking me up, then reading the words that He's given us. So I've given my first moment on waking to Allah.
A lot of the Muslim world used to accuse us of shirk because we were fasting at a different time from them. So after our illness, at a certain time in history of the history of the nation of Islam, under the guidance of the Honourable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the nation has evolved, grown and developed to a point where the believers have now come to an understanding where Minister Farrakhan felt it was now necessary for us to join on to the main body of the Muslim world.
And as a people, I know for myself, I used to spend a lot of money, a lot of money, and get myself into a lot of debt. Buying presents, buying drink, buying food that I couldn't really afford. And using January's salary, February's salary, March salary, still trying to pay back the credit card, buying all these gifts. For me, I'm glad that I was taught that through the teachings of Honourable Elijah Muhammad to fast in the month of December.
The reason why we started to do Ramadan in December was because we used to go clubbing and have, and we used to do a lot of crazy stuff actually. So the messenger said to us that December would be a good time for us to fast from the madness of Christmas and getting involved in pagan worship.
When I first came into the teachings of the Honourable Elijah Muhammad, I was about 16, 17 stone. Today, I'm down to about 11 stone, 12 stone, and I've been at this weight consistently for 18 odd years. I can say categorically that, with my health condition, had I been maintaining the weight I used to maintain, eating 3 or 4 meals a day, I don't think I'd be here right now. So for me, I thank Allah in the person of Master Farad Muhammad and the Honourable Elijah Muhammad for the blessing of one meal a day.
Especially in my work environment, if I'm working with mature or senior people, they do not actually believe my actual age. They still think I'm about 22, 23. I'm not going to reveal my official age, but praise be to Allah. I am most grateful for the love of Allah and the support and the guidance of Minister Farrakhan.
Prior to that, I mean, we eat them 3 times a day, and then you get your snacks in, but then to just eat once. And even it's a bit of a struggle, but then to understand that there's a lot of people who that's their whole lives. In fact, they may not eat, they may eat once a week or twice a week. So it really does. I think some of the eating's very, very unnecessary. It's out of boredom when really and truly we should be finding other things to do, personally speaking anyway.
The one meal a day is purification because as we know, the foods that they produce nowadays is not necessarily good for our health because it's based on a commercial basis. And in regards to good health, the messenger always taught us that you don't necessarily need to eat 3 meals a day to keep healthy. So the one meal a day is a way of keeping ourselves vibrant and young.
Breakfast, then you have lunch, then you have dinner. That food hasn't properly digested, and so that's toxins upon toxins upon toxins, and after a while you're getting older and your body basically is starting to break down for digesting all that food. So how to eat to live is a way of purifying yourself every day.
My name is Fatina and I'm 8 years old. For Ramadan, I've cut down on sweets and sugar things.
I look forward to Ramadan because the self trial, the trial that is put on us as Muslims, but it's a self trial that you have to really put on yourself to come through the month.
What I've been doing for Ramadan, I've been fasting and I've been focusing on my studies more.
Okay, so this is the first time you've really done you've fasted for Ramadan?
First.
I see Ramadan as a challenge at the end of the day. Really, it's a challenge on yourself in the sense of being able to function without having those things that we love to do, eat, drink, in our system. So it's a challenge. I like it.
And inshallah, prepare ourselves mentally, spiritually, physically to deal with the rest of the year.
It makes you more grateful for the things you have because when we break our fast, we break our fast at a certain point. In other countries, there's people who don't do that. They don't eat for a couple of days, so it just makes you grateful and thankful to Allah because we have food and we can eat.
Time of renewal, particularly in terms of maintenance of your Islam, trying to break habits that have afflicted you during the past year. It's a perfect opportunity to be able to remake yourself.
Ramadan starts the 1st of August. This is a wonderful time now to discipline our lives and break bad habits. So I'm hoping that all of us will make up our minds that this will be the perfect Ramadan for us.